Hello and welcome to the Out of Lives podcast. I am your host, Scott Sedman, and today I am joined by Ross
Hello.
and Mickey Allen.
Howdy.
Well, that's good. We would have had a fourth, but we don't know where he is. Somewhere lost in time. So this episode was going to be Comic Con Part 2, aka the one that really matters. But without my partner in crime, it's just going to be another one of those things. So it will be a trilogy, apparently. But without further ado, let's get back to our usual spiel of what we've been watching playing this week, and I'll start with you, Ross.
Okay, so I've not been watching much TV, to be honest with you, this week. So I went to the UFC on Saturday night for live, so that is what I'm choosing to talk about.
Nothing better to talk about.
Don't know if anyone...
We'll talk about it, bruh.
Yeah, so UFC had a live event on in Glasgow, and it was absolutely amazing. I was there for 6.5 hours, managed to meet fighters, managed to see some sweaty men dance about a cage together with the occasional hit, and it was brilliant.
The occasional hit?
Yeah, well, there was one guy that decided just to lie on the ground and let the other guy kick him because he was shattered.
Well, everybody...
And that's not a word of a lie.
He wanted to cuddle.
Yeah.
He just wanted to cuddle on the floor, that's all.
No, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good, and I got a picture taken with the last man to beat Conor McGregor. So.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Well, that's good.
Yep. So, yeah, UFC was utterly fantastic, so I just wanted to get that point across.
I love the UFC. I wish it would come to Leeds, and it wasn't so expensive.
Yeah, it was quite expensive, to be honest with you. And even on the day, it was in the Hydro in Glasgow, and I think it's about... I think we were, $9.40 for 2 pints.
Jesus Christ.
But, yeah, it was pretty bad. And because it was like... What you don't realise when you're recording these live TV events, and it's been to like boxing or, you know, or this, or probably wrestling even, to be a matter of fact, they'll schedule a fight for 1:30 the hour or on the hour, right? See if the fight only lasts for a minute and a half, you have 25 minutes to sit there and wait for the next fight with nothing going on while they're showing replays and everything else on the screen.
At least on the broadcast you get interviews and whatnot. Do you not get that in the stadium?
Yeah, but it depends. Like, they'll play videos and things like that, but most of the time we just went down to the bar.
Well, that's where they get the money,
yeah.
at $5.40 a pint or whatever it was.
I know, it was utterly amazing. I recommend any fight fans to go and watch a UFC if it comes close to your town, because it's just a great day out from start to finish. What I've been playing, I have went back to continuing on playing with The Witcher.
Whoop, whoop.
So the latest patch has added in storage, so you can now store things at certain locations. Did you know that, Scott?
Well, I did not know that, but now I'm glad I know that.
Yep, so if you're crafting armour and you don't want to carry the weight about, you can go and leave it somewhere. I love The Witcher, and I know some people never finished it, I got bored with it, but I just keep on going back to it. It's just such a well-made game.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine.
it's a sperm.
I've not played it, but...
Did you say it's sperm?
What was that?
Did you just say it's got its sperm?
I did not say anything of the sort. I just said it's an amazing game. It's an amazing
right, okay,
game.
Sorry. Okay.
Just hearing sperm.
Mickey, what were you going to say?
Yeah, well, I've not played The Witcher, but everyone says it's great. But then when Batman came out, that was it. It seemed like everyone was just done with The Witcher. It was gone, lost in the other.
Yeah, I'm still playing it. I've not got Batman, so.
It's alright. Can skip it if you want. Arkham City was the best one.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'll wait until it's a game of the year and it's got all the DLC and everything else, and then I can buy it then, and it'll be fine.
See what I did. I have a plan. See, my brother bought Batman, and I gave him some money so he could buy the DLC, and we do the share Xbox thing. So whenever I get it, I could just download all the DLC for free. I did it with Destiny as well. He's not cottoned on yet, but yeah.
Oh, I also went to an advanced screening of True Story.
What's that about?
It's a movie with... Oh, the name's going to escape me who's in it now. Green Goblin from the Spider-Man movies.
James Franco.
James Franco. Yeah. It's a movie with him where he's a supposed murderer and he impersonates a New York Times writer.
Is that the one with Jonah Hill?
Yes.
Oh shit, that was really good.
Yeah, Jonah Hill was playing the... It's a great watch.
Is it good?
Yeah, I really recommend it. I enjoyed it. It's one of them. It's just a good story. You know what I mean? Just you can sit down for a couple of hours and really enjoy it. It's not going to resonate forever on your brain and think this is an amazing movie, but I just enjoyed the story of it, and it was good.
Is it based on a true story? Otherwise, that title is just a throwaway.
I do not know, but I would severely doubt it.
No, that makes me sad.
Well, what about you, Mickey? You've been playing and watching much?
Like him, I've not really been watching anything else other than sport. I just watch sport. I watch the Ashes. I watch the golf. I've been watching anything sport related, but I've not really been watching anything that would be of any interest, really. I don't watch much TV.
I've got a story to tell you about cricket.
Go on then.
I once, I was sitting at my mate's house after a night out. This is many years ago though, and we were quite hungover, and we noticed that there was people playing cricket in a school field right beside us. And we thought, it's got a few people, maybe 20, 30 people standing about. We'll go and watch this sort of amateur game of cricket. Turned out it was the Scotland national team.
Well, yes.
Yeah, says a lot about Scottish people in cricket. So, yeah.
Well, I do like the fact that the Scottish cricket team always play like with Yorkshire and all the county teams. They're not quite good enough to be a national team yet.
Yep, we're good at catching balls, but maybe not hitting them. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? It's just shite sport anyway.
Hey.
Shots fired on that front.
But playing games, I know I've not been watching anything worth noting, but playing games, I've been playing Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. I did the trial. It was alright. I went halves with it with my brother so we can do the game sharing thing. And it isn't all that bad, to be honest. I think you were playing it, weren't you, Ross? Didn't you play a game of it?
Yeah, I've still got about 5 hours of my trial left, so
it's.
I've only played it online.
Is it on EA Access?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a 10
I
hour.
might download it for a bit.
Got a 10-hour trial on EA Access. Now, it's not as bad as people are making it out to be. It is fun as a golf game. It's just it's bare bones, man. It's very bare. It has hardly any customization features in it at all, which is what I enjoyed about the last one, making your own golfer. But this time it's bare, very bare. And there's only I think it was 12 courses, which is not enough. By the time you've played through a season, you've played all the courses more than once, and it gets a little bit tedious on that side.
That's a bit disappointing. But I'll still check it out for free, I guess. I can't
Well,
complain.
yeah, that's right. I mean, that's why we did it, and especially going halves, it's not worth maybe £50, but £22 we paid each, so it works.
For the record, I enjoyed the wee bit of trial that I got with it. I played with my friend Liam online. We've played 4 rounds, and we're currently sitting 2 rounds each. And I tell you what, you learn quickly in that game, don't you? You can learn how to put more spin on the ball and where to land it, and watching the arc. You can really, really pick it up quite quickly.
Yeah, it's a very easy game to get into, especially on the arcade mode, which I think is just basically for anyone to pick up and play. We played it on the tour mode, which is basically with all of the power and all of the spin features, and the aiming arrows and the aiming arcs all turned off. So it's like tournament mode. Like you would be playing a normal game of golf, and you can't zoom into where you're targeting, which increases difficulty, but quite a lot of fun. But playing it on your own is not as good as playing it with somebody else in that mode.
Ah, well.
But another game I did play, and I wanted to mention, was So Many Me, the free game on Xbox.
Yeah, this was so cute. Like, that game is so cute, and all of my little So Many Me's are wearing fezzes. Did you? I don't know. I enjoyed it. For free, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. Did anyone else?
Games with Gold, and the same with PS Plus, I suppose. It's fantastic for the reason that I would not buy a lot of these games, but when I play them, I'm more than happy to play them. Just lose hours into it.
Definitely agree. Like, it's a great way for indies to get exposure. So, when Cuphead releases, it won't happen, but if that's a Games with Gold game, holy shit, that'll be beautiful. But
That's
I think
not going to happen.
I know it. They know people are going to buy that.
Although I thought Rocket League, I didn't
Oh,
think
well.
Rocket League was going to be a free one, but there it was.
Really? I didn't know if there was hype behind Rocket League before it came out, though. It seemed to have exploded, though, which is awesome, because Rocket League's dope as fuck.
I thought I heard a lot about it from E3.
Ah, I must have missed that. But yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, I watched Pacific Rim again, and that film is still great, so F anyone who disagrees. Right now I
disagree.
Ross, screw you. You're doing it on purpose. You know it's a great film, because there's giant robots fighting giant monsters, and there is anything anyone can say to disprove that. Well, I mean, you can disprove it, but it's still awesome. And I think that's really it. Oh no, I watched Little Film, an ant-sized film, you could say. See where this is going. This is pretty clever, right? Because I saw Ant-Man this week.
Oh, can I guess?
I just said it though. But yeah, go ahead, guess.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Oh, how did you know? The spiritual successor to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Ant-Man. That's not a lie. Although I must have missed it, but I should have made a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids reference. That would have been brilliant.
It would have
There's
been.
one question I've got about Ant-Man.
Shoot.
And that is how much screen time does Thomas the Tank Engine get?
I did guess more than it's in the trailer. I'll give you that, and it is brilliant. That it is one of the best parts. Thomas, that whole fight sequence on the train tracks, and it's brilliant. It's really good. It's really well done. In fact, all the fight scenes are really well done. There's one fight scene that takes place inside of something, which I won't give away, and it's just beautiful to look at. It's so cool. Apart from that, the only problem I had with it is it kind of starts slow because I saw it twice in one day, and I was like,
"What?"
I have nothing to do with my life. You have to.
And you complain. You complain you've got no money.
I go for free because I've got Cineworld Unlimited card. Well, it's not free, but you pay like $16.99 a month, and then you can go as many times as you want. So, yeah, I make my money back on that. It was really cool.
You might as well do it 2 times in a day.
Yeah. But I really would, I can't hold it against the film, but I would have loved to have seen Edgar Wright's take on this movie. I'm never going to stop not wanting that. Because Edgar Wright's one of my favourite directors, obviously, if you don't know Scott Pilgrim. Amazing film. Check it out. Angry Microwave plug. See what I did there, Ross?
Yeah, I did. Nice.
Super subtle, right?
People understand that in 2 weeks.
Ooh, find out more on the next episode of the Analyze Podcast. No, other than that, I don't know if I had a few games on Smite as I do. So many me like Mickey has. But that's about it, really. It's been a weird week for gaming, to be fair. Although
and 40 hours in Destiny.
I don't even put that much into it. I think my total time on it's like 8 hours, and I've stopped playing it because it's so boring. I don't get why.
Destiny. I don't know why you give it such hatred. It's alright.
So boring.
It's not deserving of the amount of hate you give it.
It's to be fair, the hate comes from the the atrocious business model it has. I can't stand by that. It's not worth the money people.
I can agree to that. The business model is terrible for us, but as a game, it's fine.
Yeah, fine. It's fine. It works. It's not broken. Sort of. It's boring. I don't know. I try to have fun with it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Going into a large group of enemies with an LMG and just being like, yeah, and then a bigger enemy comes along that's question mark level and it kills you in one hit. That's when the fun goes for me. I'm just like, what's the point? Why are these question mark levels appearing in areas where there's a level 4 enemy? Why?
Well,
why do this?
Just run away. Just escape. Come back later when you're stronger.
It's a cheap little golden guy come out of nowhere that I wasn't expecting. How can I do that? And then there was this thing where I was like, oh, there's a thing over here. You are now cursed or something, and then all these enemies drop down. I was like, I'm dead. It ended badly, put it that way. But yeah, no.
So basically, what you're saying is you're saying that the game's rubbish because you're shite at it.
No.
Yes.
The game's rubbish.
Basically.
I didn't say it was rubbish. I just said it was boring. Actually,
your level's not high enough, therefore game crap.
I'm level 13 though. I think.
No,
I don't know.
Finish you. If you're level 13, you've not even finished the main game.
No, I'm. Where am I? I think I'm still on the moon because the story. There's no story to like propel me. Like I keep just doing those bounty missions or whatever they're called. I go to the guy who's like, do so many missions on the patrol.
So what's the story in Smite then that you like to play?
I don't know what the story is. I don't care. It's just a mission at this point.
Well, there you go. You're now you're a hypocrite.
Oh well, it's not the first time. I'm from Hull. We're pretty much all hypocrites. There isn't a story there though. If there is one, I just can't pay attention to it long enough to find out. I mean, I picked up something about like the people are awakened and they're coming after us or something. I don't know. It's not interesting. It needs to be interesting.
To compare it to, I put a lot of hours into that game and I can't remember anything about the story, so that's why I'm sitting here silent. So
it might also have something to do with the fact that I'm listening to podcasts while I'm playing the game and just don't care about a glowing little thing telling me information.
Yeah, I do the same. To be fair, I listen to podcasts while I play it, and then when the cutscene comes on, pause, and then I watch it. But like Ross said, I don't think I could tell you any of the story.
Exactly.
But the game's still fun. The game is still fun.
The most fun I've had is when there's like one of those random events thing and a spider tank thing came down, and then I had two guys with me helping me out. That's when the game was fun, but they want enough of that.
Yeah, when you're playing with other people, it's fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy it like that.
Spider tank where you hide behind a wall and then just shoot, hide behind the wall, shoot, hide behind the wall, shoot.
Oh no, it was me hiding while everyone else did all the work because I was like, level 4 when it happened. I was like, I'm level 4, I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna hide. It seems like the smart thing to do. But that's enough about Destiny. Let's get on to the download!
The download.
So yeah, this week we haven't got much news because Gamescom is coming in 2 weeks, so there's going to be a massive show from probably Microsoft and Nintendo? Or is Nintendo doing anything for this year? Probably.
I don't
probably
know.
I've not heard anything from them.
They'll have a direct, won't they? They will do. They have to.
I don't know with recent events, Scott.
They might take it off with Iwata dying. They might take a...
Yeah.
You know.
And then save it. Wait. Yeah. But anyway, apart from that, we got a game that was announced at E3, Shenmue 3. Ross, I think you're familiar with this franchise. It closed out its Kickstarter with Froy's the word. $6.3 million.
It's not bad, is it?
It's pretty decent, actually. Do you think
Is
it's
that a
ever going to
record?
come out? I think it might be.
It is a record for games. It is a record for game, yeah.
I don't know, I'm
Pretty damn
happy
good.
for it, but, you know, I'll be happy when the game's out more than when it's been funded, if that makes sense. I'm glad it's happening for you, Ross, because you keep going on about it, and then you finally got it. But apparently it's not even the end of the series, is it? Apparently he wants to do a fourth one. From what?
No, he wants to do loads, doesn't he? The
The guy's crazy.
He has a genius, so like I know he was a genius sort of many years ago, if that makes sense, and it might not translate well into current gaming. I was a skeptic, and I just get caught up in the whirlwind of the whole Save Shenmue thing. But you know what? I'm just so happy that all the work that those guys done to get that trilogy, if you want, of that story finished, they'll finally get that story finished. And you know the amount of money that's been made for it is a fantastic thing. It's been a lot of work for a lot of people, and as I said, the Team U guys have just done a fantastic job, as well as all the other ones, Shenmue 500K, and there's a lot of people that you want to mention. I'm just so happy for them and seeing their passion. So even though the game's getting made, still throw up your on the 3rd of each month your Save Shenmue tag, because people want a Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2 HD now before it gets released, or just even for it to come out in current gen. Just
that
so
would be
people can
brilliant.
play it. Yeah, and that's what people are pushing for now. You've got a long wait. It's not as bad to do a port, and just get that done so that people can experience and maybe get a new generation.
So
excited for Shenmue
save
3.
Shenmue
So how
1 and 2.
How long till this comes out?
2017 Christmas. So probably 2019.
Yeah, sounds about right. Next up, speaking of passion, see, this is going to be clever. Run a porn studio in Triple X Tycoon. Yep,
Woohoo!
this game needs you.
What, me personally?
Yes, because it needs to be funded.
I heard the game's quite hard.
This is, in all seriousness, though, this is actually a game that is asking for funding on Indiegogo. It's called Triple X Tycoon. It's in the vein of Game Dev Tycoon.
Has it got Ice Cube in it?
I don't know if that's some obscure porn thing or not.
No, Triple X, Ice Cube.
Oh, that's that. Oh, and Vin Diesel. Oh, that. I'm ashamed.
I mean, by all means, there were crap movies, but dude.
Yeah, they were forgotten from my mind.
I know, I forgot that they even existed there. That's why I didn't get that reference at first. It's like,
it's like, woo! He just stumped us. See, if Kev was here, Kev would have got that.
No, he'd have pretended to get it.
Oh, right.
I immediately thought that I said the wrong guy and it wasn't Ice Cube at all, but I was,
No, you were right. You were right.
Pretty sure. Oh well.
But,
I'll stop questioning myself.
Yeah, you should probably do that. Triple X Tycoon, I'll give you some of the features. Extensive product type, signature dildos, lubricant, magazines, hotlines, calendars, and more!
Oh.
Product reviews.
Product
Award
reviews.
shows. Now, everyone knows award shows are hard to put on. Like, me and Kev just did one recently. It's worth it. You should go and check it out. Reputation affects who you can hire and where you can shoot. That sounds dodgy. Random events. No, Ross. No. Random events such as pregnancies, outbreaks. Oh God. Imagine if one of them would be a zombie outbreak there. Oh, that'd be great.
No, so your entire staff get STDs. Is that?
That'd be brilliant.
What the outbreak is?
Yep. And then you would know
That
who's
actually
shagging.
happened though, didn't it? Like, I'm sure I've seen some like BuzzFeed or something like that. They had to shut down the porn industry because someone got diagnosed with HIV.
No, surely not.
Seriously, like for like what, a month or
Citing
something?
BuzzFeed as the source. But yeah, moving on. Organised crime is another random event, apparently. Studio upgrades. Eras includes 70s, 80s... eras. Right, wow, I can't read. Eras includes 70s porn, 80s porn, 90s porn, 2000s porn, and beyond. Ooh, future porn. And then he lists it off with...
I hope the graphics get like...
oh no, they look
as we go
terrible.
through
They,
the 60s and 70s.
yeah, that'd be cool though.
For the 70s one, you have to bring your own razor.
But yeah, so this game currently has $215 funding. It requires 1,000. So in 10 days,
I think we can get it there.
I wonder what
get it there.
I'm gonna check the highest tier. The highest tier is called Stud Starlet Kama Sutra. Stud Starlet level supporters will receive a digital copy of the game along with a nice juicy thank you letter from the team. But wait, there's more. We are going to reinvent the wheel together. Come up with a sex position, name it, and we'll put you in the game. Oh no, put it in the game, sorry. Plus you'll get the option to have your name, alias featured in the credits. Wow!
How much is it?
$25.
Yeah.
Right, that's getting done, and the
Out of Lives.
The Sedman is going in the game.
Okay.
It's where you insert and come after a second and a half.
Oh dear.
The premature Sedman, come on.
Yeah, the premature.
Well, Ross, if you do it, I will salute you, sir.
This is the kind of thing that I've done.
I know you will
IGN
do it.
podcast a few weeks ago when it was actually referred to as premature Scott Sedman.
Yeah, that happened. Let's bring that up. Yeah. Not my proudest moment. See, I haven't retaliated just yet, Ross.
No,
and then
I know
our
that.
final bit of gaming news this week. Halo 5 limited edition collector's thing can be traded for a physical version. So if you don't know, the Halo 5 Guardians limited collector's edition comes with a digital copy of the game. However, many people are disappointed with this. And so Bungie, 343, not Bungie because they're working on Destiny. 343 and Microsoft have said, yeah, if you want to trade in your code to get a physical version, that's okay. So now I'm left wondering, why not just give a physical version in the first place, like most people would prefer with their game? Who knows? Guys, it's a good thing, I suppose. It's a good thing, I guess, right? That you can swap it for a physical if you want a physical.
Yeah, it's an option, so if people want it, they can do it, because I think there's a wee bit of controversy saying, I'm only getting a digital code with this. You know what I mean? So, I'm all right. I'm on board with that.
I'm fine with it because it is quite a lot of money, isn't it? What is it, $250 or pounds? Which one is it?
Is it?
It's $250 is what... Yeah, because have you seen the statue?
Yeah, it's
No,
the Lock and
I
the
haven't.
Chief one.
Oh, I have seen it, yeah,
Chief,
sorry.
It's Chief and Locke. I'm imagining this to be quite big.
I just hope it's going to be awesome, the game. I don't want to drop the money on it, but I also really want it because there's also like some other cool stuff that comes with it. So, I don't know.
So you're going to pre-order it then?
No.
Can I just
I
point
bet you
out
do.
that Michael's on this podcast not only because he's a charming and great guy, right? But he's actually, I get stats on who listens to the podcast, and Michael has listened to every single episode of the Out of Lice podcast. So salute you, sir.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, that was random and ruined my segue. Thanks, Ross. But yeah, sure, by all means. Well, it's good to have you on, though. In all seriousness, it is actually quite good to have you on. We like it when listeners come on.
Yeah. So if you want to be on the Out of Life podcast, what do they do, Scott?
They cry.
And you'll come running? That doesn't sound creepy at all.
No, if you just hit me up on the Facebooks or message the Out of Lives Facebook page, and we will try and schedule you in because we're so busy that we only have 3 people this week. In other news, segueing into movie news, that was the end of the download. That was so subtle and abrupt. Let's just recap Comic-Con. Michael, I want to hear your thoughts on Suicide Squad, as I know we're both excited.
I love the whole thing. I'm very positive about most movies, but
Even Terminator
the Joker.
Genesis? Even Terminator Genesis? Really?
Well, I won't see it, but let's put it that way. I won't be watching it.
I don't.
But people are complaining about Jared Leto playing the Joker. I really don't understand what people's problems are. The last one, people was up in arms about it, and it turned out great. Just give the guy a chance. When it comes out, by all means, rip him if it's crap. But give the guy a chance, man.
Yeah.
I can see Harley Quinn, who I love, getting to annoy me a little bit, maybe.
Annoy you?
But-
Really?
Yeah. I could imagine her annoying me by the end of it, but
I can.
But again. Well, she is pretty hot.
Yeah, that's what we got to fall back on. At least she looks hot. That's how far our society's come. But no, we all know I'm not the biggest fan of DC in terms of movies because Man of Steel is crap, and I will defend that it is crap till the end of the days. Kev, deal with it. You know, if you were here, you could have defended yourself, but you can't. But no, this looked so good. I'm so glad this looked good because you know, at least Batman vs Superman might be cool, but I doubt it. This looks like it's focused. It's got a great cast, and oh my god, it's so cool. I loved it.
So you don't think Batman vs Superman is going to be cool?
Nah, not all. I want it to be good, but I just
Not
don't
even
think
after
it
the
will
last trailer, the Comic-Con trailer.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up. Like, I like the trailer. Don't get me wrong; it's not a bad trailer by any means. But Lex Luthor's not Lex Luthor. Can we stop with the act that he's Lex Luthor? It's not Lex Luthor. I just can't buy Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. He's basically Mark Zuckerberg. It's not working for me. And the Batman and Superman stuff looks cool, but there's all this rumors about Doomsday being in this movie, as well as Aquaman and Wonder Woman, and it just seems like it's going to be so cramped, and it's going to be his next Sucker Punch. Now, don't get me wrong, Sucker Punch was a beautiful movie, but it sucked. But it was beautiful, and I could watch it over and over again. So if that's what Batman vs Superman is, I'll take it. But that doesn't mean it's good. Whereas I think Suicide Squad. Why didn't they call it that? That would have been great. Suicide Squad. No, Suicide Squad looks like it's actually going to be a brilliant movie. I think Suicide Squad will be the next Dark Knight in terms of what Dark Knight did for comic book movies, if that makes sense.
Do you see Super Size Squad? Is that just a bunch of fat superheroes going about trying to die to each other? I lost 4 pounds this week.
Woo! And the other bit of Comic-Con news that I wanted to touch up upon was the Deadpool. I won't go into details because it's obviously not out yet, but I expect it in about 2 weeks, the trailer. But holy shit, this movie's going to be brilliant. Like, if you go and see one superhero movie next year, and you're old enough, go and see Deadpool, because it's so brilliant. It's so meta. I'm a massive fan of, like, self-referential meta humour, and Deadpool is just chock full of that. So I'll just leave you with great power comes greater responsibility. Now that's how you work up a Comic-Con crowd. So yeah, let's move on to the movie news now properly. That was just my brief little summary of Comic-Con. I don't know, Mike, actually before we do, did you watch the Deadpool trailer, Mickey?
I did watch the Deadpool trailer.
Oh,
and I enjoyed it.
Very good.
I want to. Well, see, I was watching or listening to something, I don't know what it was, and they was talking about the Deadpool trailer, and I was like, well, it was the IGN podcast the other day, and they were talking about it, and I was like, well, I haven't seen this, so I want to go see it, and I was a bit upset it wasn't the HD trailer, but I watched it anyway. It looks good to me.
Yeah. I do really want to see it in HD though, and the only reason it's not been officially released is because the CG's not ready yet, which is totally understandable. So yeah, moving on. We've got a brief little update on one Resident Evil, the final chapter. Now, if you don't know, this is the 6th installment in the Paul W.S. Anderson Resident Evil movies, which you either love at this point or you hate. I'm firmly in the I love these movies camp. They're not Resident Evil movies, but I enjoy them for what they are. And apparently it films and will be released September 2016, which is all cool. It's going to film this year, if that wasn't clear. And then it'll be out.
You're writing about the story?
So how many...
they have stories, Ross. They have stories.
Are they running out of letters for viruses now?
I think they're just going to have Mila Jovovich going around doing things and killing.
What was the
zombies.
one with the beginning of it? She was cloned. That I turned it off after 2 minutes. She was the very, very beginning of the movie, and there was like 4 of them.
Is that the 4th one or the 5th one? What, where they're going through the facility and then yeah. No, that's like terrible.
Hundreds of them.
No, that's the 5th one. It's the 5th one, I think. But right. Yeah, no. And
there's far too many Resident Evil movies
that aren't Resident Evil movies. Although, admittedly, I do think the first 2 are good films, and then it just kind of jumps the shark, but it's still enjoyable. Like, by the end of the 5th one, I was fucking laughing. I mean, you've got this all-star cast of all these Resident Evil characters standing on the roof of the White House as it's surrounded by... How fucking stupid is it? But it's brilliant. And then, like, they'll have this whole thing with powers.
At Resident Evil.
No, you really shouldn't.
Laugh at Resident Evil.
Well, I mean, apart from if you wanted to be a Jill sandwich.
Nice.
I thought that was pretty clever, actually.
Yeah, it was quite good.
Next up, Guillermo del Toro. Hellboy 3 could be made if Pacific Rim 2 is a success.
Pacific Rim.
So Pacific Hellboy 3 isn't going to happen then, basically. That's what it's saying. Because as much as I love Pacific Rim, and as much as I really am going to go and see Pacific Rim 2, probably more than once, and probably more than twice, and maybe a third time, it's just not going to make money. It can't, unless they get their budget down, which I doubt, because Pacific Rim 1 was like, we need to do things practical, but we also have these massive machines and these giant monsters, and then the rain's got to look cool, and it just, the budget was too high, and it only just made money, so I doubt Pacific Rim 2 will make money. But I really want Hellboy 3, so basically what it's saying is, if you want Hellboy 3, go and see a movie about giant robots fighting giant monsters, then you can get the giant red dude fighting giant other non-red dudes. Yeah, I think that made sense,
what
right?
Blackmail?
Yeah, emotional blackmail for the fanboys, because they all wanted a Hellboy 3, and we still haven't got it.
There's not going to be enough fanboys that do it, though, is there?
There's not. I mean, but then again, we made Deadpool happen. Right? Sort of.
I think Ryan Reynolds made Deadpool happen.
Yeah, that's a good point. That guy did fight for it. And I wish the guy the best of luck for that movie. I hope it does well. I think it will do well. I think everyone's ready for an R-rated superhero movie. See, we keep coming back to Deadpool because that's how good it was. Although I do think Suicide Squad could have worked better as an R-rated movie as well.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Definitely. 100%.
But I just don't think... I think after Deadpool, we'll see the kind of movies that do go like that. because Deadpool's a really low budget, but it looks amazing. So
Is Suicide Squad a 15?
I assume it'll be a
12A.
12. Yeah.
Which is a 15 here, isn't it?
No, 12As or a 12A.
No, we got
wait,
12A
do you
here.
not-
Yeah.
It's been a while since I was 12, Scott. Gives a break.
Yeah, but you have Evan.
Yeah, true. But he's not 12 either, so I can't take him to these movies.
And go and take him to see a movie about masked people killing people and getting tortured, and yeah, do that, Ross.
Yeah.
That won't scare your child at all. Hey,
If he
Daddy,
thinks
I want to go see Suicide Squad. Daddy wants suicide. Oh shit, that's a good point. That can't be 12A because people are just like, "What's suicide, mummy?" Oh shit. Yeah, we have to have the talk.
Most 12-year-olds know what suicide is.
Really?
No.
That's depressing. Why do we live in a...
Shut
The
up.
Hobbs hadn't grown up the west of Scotland then.
Well, I mean, I guess if you live in Scotland, I understand why you would know what suicide is.
Or Hull. But,
Oh.
I agree with you.
yeah.
Finally, in movie news, there is another trailer for Attack on Titan, and oh my god, this movie just looks terrible. Why is it a live-action movie? I don't know if any of you are anime fans, manga fans, Attack on Titan fans.
Yeah, I've watched the first two of the Attack just the other day actually. I'm gonna get into the whole thing, and I just saw the headline that it's live action, and I just shook my head and went, no, this cannot work. How can you do a Titan in live action?
To be fair,
It's
the
not gonna
Titans
work.
look good for what they are. Well, not really.
Really?
I say look good. They look creepy because they look bad, and it looks out of place, and it makes you scared that they are there. But
Well, that's the job, I suppose.
the main cast is horribly miscast. Like, they don't look anything like it. I'll mention the kiss just to acknowledge Liam, but yeah, no, this movie's terrible, which is a shame because the anime is probably one of my favorite animes of all time.
Is there ever been a good anime live action movie?
No.
We all saw
There's
Dragon
probably a
Ball.
reason for that.
Has there ever been good anime?
Ross, leave
Oh,
this podcast.
come on, man.
Dude, dude, I'm not into anime that much, but Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Shaman King, Digimon.
Love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Are you speaking a foreign language, or?
I'm speaking Scottish.
Oh, right, that explains it.
Yeah, sorry, man. Sorry. I know it's
I'm
hard
not-
to understand. With the laddie,
Right,
where's me haggis?
I've got a promise to make. Let's see if Jamie... Oh, whoa, did that just happen?
Yes.
Whoa, I don't know if
Did
I like this.
that have to sink in there, Ross?
Okay. It just took a few seconds for me to get my head round about that. Right, I'll put a call out to Jamie Martin. Jamie Martin, tell me what anime you want me to watch and I'll watch it. How about that? I will give anime a shot for Mother Superior.
Jamie, don't you dare fuck this up.
What's
One
that
shot.
Attack on Titan?
Well, it's up to Jamie Martin. That's what I've said, so I'll let him doing it.
Yeah. Like, it'll be like a wrestling
He
thing.
could just give you any rubbish.
What was it they said in IGN podcast? The legend, Jamie Martin.
Wish I don't talk about me, but that's not the point.
Yes, he called him a legend, yeah.
Yeah, that's very
He called him
true.
a legend.
They've obviously never spoke to the guy, but...
To be fair, have you spoke to him? Really? Do we even know we're speaking to him? Are we sure it's not his wife, fiance thing?
Can I say one thing? If Kev isn't ending this podcast and that is getting kept in.
I meant that in the nicest way possible.
You just called Jamie's fiance a thing.
Oh well.
There's no coming back from that. Okay.
Now let's get it back on track. I am just watching the trailer for the Attack on Titans. You're right. The Titan looks all right.
Yeah.
The Titan looks all right.
But everything else doesn't. That's where all the budget went. It's like, we got to make this look good. What about the sets? Who needs sets? We got a Titan. God, I hope they never do a Sword Art Online movie. That'd be terrible.
You'll still watch it though.
So here's a part of the podcast where we start talking about movies and video games to talk about wrestling. Battleground
And all of the audience tunes out at this point.
Well, I don't care. We needed something to talk about, and Battleground just happened, and it was pretty interesting. Let's start with the matches. There was the pre-show match with King Barrett. That was boring. Let's not talk about that.
Skips that one.
Yeah.
Although I like Barrett, but
he's alright. He's alright. He's not my favourite by any means.
Can I say, I really liked the stuff. See, when Barrett was back in FCW and he was doing the whole Empire stable with Drew McIntyre, that was a good thing. Shame they never kept that up.
Yeah, I want him to come back, Drew McIntyre.
He's in TNA.
Yeah, I know. That which disappointed me.
Yeah.
Because when he left and he went to that Glasgow-based company. What's their name now?
I can't remember. Grado's in it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, the Grado one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. When he came back and that, it was awesome, and he got such hype. And I thought, well, he's going to get re-signed eventually by WWE. Apparently not. And I wanted him to come back and do the Union. Just do the Union. Sheamus, and Barrett. Perfect.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
Then,
Anyway, Battleground.
Yes. What was the opening match for Battleground again?
It was Sheamus, Randy Orton.
Oh, of course. It kind of got
Who can
predictable when fucking Randy got back up from the bro kick. I was like, oh great. And then the Celtic cross thing that I did, I can't remember what it's called. Then when Randy Orton got back up, I was like, okay, he's RKOing him, and then he's going to win the match. But it was a good match. It wasn't terrible.
Right, can I say from a booking perspective, what exactly was that about though? Because you're trying to make Sheamus look strong, right?
Yeah.
He's meant to be your briefcase man. He's meant to be the guy that's meant to be strong. You could take the championship at any time, and then he loses a match at a worthless pay-per-view to Orton. It just made no sense to me.
Yeah, and he loses it clean as well.
Yeah, totally. I just didn't get it. I didn't get the point of that at all. It doesn't make Orton any stronger, and it weakens the guy with a briefcase.
Yeah,
Pointless.
like I don't know why they gave. I hope Sheamus doesn't win when he cashes in. I really do.
He will do.
No, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be champion at all. Not at this rate. So yeah, it was an alright match. It, like Ross said, it didn't make him any stronger. It just made him look even weaker, which is weird because Sheamus was one of my favourite wrestlers before, and now he's just like, oh god, Sheamus, please stop. Ever since he did that Kiss Me Arse match, fuck's sake. Next up was the tag match, wasn't it? With Titus O'Neil, because that's the only reason I watched them matches, because Titus O'Neil's a fucking badass. I love him so much. I'm so glad he's there.
He's a beast of a man.
He's so big.
He is massive.
I would not want to get my fucking belly slapped by him at all. Well, chest.
I don't think that the primetime players are that over though. Do you? But do you not think the
No.
New Day were getting a lot of heat with the promos coming down the ring and all that? But you know what I mean? I would put the titles back on the New Day, to be honest with you, because I think they actually started to build their characters up a little bit, and the primetime players are just the primetime players. They're just the same all the time. So
yeah, the crowd actually react to the New Day, which is
New
something.
Day sucks. New
Sucks,
Day sucks. Yeah.
But the tag division is just so bland.
It really is.
Put the titles on someone who gets booed.
yeah, totally, and keep them on them for like a year. Make them cheat all the time to win. People don't know why. Put them in J&J. Put them in J&J.
I wanted the Ascension to be something big. But...
Oh, they were so good beforehand, but that was back in NXT, and they changed. Obviously that guy gets sacked, and he ended up being Bram in TNA. And it hasn't been the same. And then they've just really messed up that whole gimmick when they launched them. It could have been so much better.
It really could have.
Well, again, it's just they give him a bad loss, and it's like, well, how do they recover from that?
Yeah,
you lose to Sin Cara, and that's it. Your career's done.
Sin Cara too, but I don't know.
Yeah, Sin Cara too.
Yeah.
And then was it the Diva match after that? Or was there
Which
a
was
match?
good.
The Divas.
The Divas match was
was
great. I loved it.
I love this whole Diva Revolution thing. I hope it lasts.
It has to, right? Like, now they've brought the NXT, the actual decent wrestlers for women's division, actually into WWE. I hope it's to stay because holy crap. Like, I know the commentators were like, oh yeah, Brie also put up a match. Brie got slaughtered in that match. I don't care what anyone said. Brie was not on their level at all, and it was obvious, and I'm so glad that Bella's going to lose her title very soon. It's obvious that they're building up for that. I think they're just going to keep it on her so that she overtakes AJ's stint with it, so that Brie is the one who had it the longest instead of AJ who quit. But then she's going to lose that title. I don't really want Paige to pick it up either. I want one of the NXT chicks to pick it up. But my God, what a match!
So is Paige beyond the whole NXT thing now? Considering, you know what I mean, like she's not.
She was from NXT, but yeah. I don't know. I see Paige as a mainstay now rather than NXT.
Yeah, I know she always has been, but she's been up there for a wee while. But you know what I mean, as in, you know, I don't like. I'm not gonna lie. I watch the pay-per-views. I don't generally. I catch up on it and our website what's happened during most weeks, but I generally don't watch it. I just watch the pay-per-views. And from what I understand, is Paige is basically she is the top of the women's game since she came up from NXT and hasn't been back down. But it's good to know that they're giving people that shots. Yeah,
and the best part of that match was when they just started diving into each other, like out of the ring. I was like, this is actually proper wrestling right now. Like people just going flying, and Brie Bella looking like she's just got her ass kicked into next week, which was great because fuck Brie Bella and her twisters, whatever. So yeah, that was a highlight. That was good.
Nikki Bella can wrestle now though. She's done since she's been with Cena, and she's cleanly wrestling 24/7 with Cena.
Yeah,
she's got a lot better.
That's a sex joke for you.
Take that how you will.
Get it. It's a sex joke. Then was it the one that I was most excited about? It was the Reigns versus Wyatt match, wasn't it? I believe. Or am I missing?
Scott, do you like Roman Reigns?
I really like Roman Reigns. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Because every time he does the thing where he shotguns his fist and punches the ground, I repeat it with my little hand and I feel just as badass as him. Apart from I don't have the really cool hair, the awesome body armor, and the looks. But still, I like him. Why were you all hoping? Wyatt did win in the end because Luke Harper.
Wyatt is one of the best wrestlers in the WWE right now.
Oh my God, yes. It's so cool. He's the next Undertaker, I think. I feel like that's what he could be. Once the Undertaker goes away. I just need to build him up a little bit more and then he's there. But oh my God, I loved Reigns. I just love him. Why do you guys hate Reigns? And don't say he only has 2 moves. He did more than 2 moves this match.
I don't care about his moves.
He done a super girl punch though.
The finale was badass.
Didn't
he did a different punch.
It's a super girl punch.
The finale of this match was great with the chairs and then Luke Harper out of nowhere. I love how they tried to make it like they tried to he had his head down and the camera tried to pull away as quick as possible. But as soon as I saw that beard, I was like, I know exactly who that was. Yeah, I was like, come on. I mean, I get why they did it because everyone was like, oh, some guy just jumped out of the crowd. It's like, well, yeah, but we all knew who it was. But it was good to see. And then obviously the Sister Abigail. That was a good match. But I take it you guys didn't enjoy that as much?
No, I enjoyed the match.
I enjoyed the match as well, yeah.
Then I can't remember for the life of me what was after that. Oh, it was the Miz City thing, wasn't it?
Miz's personality.
Oh, the Miz and Big Show. Big Show just
that was great. Big Show's just like... Yeah, that's a shame. What the fuck, right? Brian has the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. Brian has the Intercontinental Champion. He's injured. He loses it. Ryback has it. Ryback's injured. What the fuck's going on with this championship? People seem to be getting hurt with it. It's not that big of a deal.
It's cursed.
And then we had Cena versus Owens, which, you know what? It's still not as good as the first time, but it was still great. Still great to see. I really, really wish he didn't win, but I think he's going to take it at SummerSlam then. The way this is going. Unless they don't do it. Which I don't know if they will.
Props to Cena.
Cena looks shattered.
He's changed so much. He's changed so much of his repertoire in the last year. Doing so much more.
Yeah.
You would never have seen doing...
Well, he has to, though, because Kevin Owens is making him a better wrestler. Whether everyone realises it or not. Yeah, Kevin Owens... Whew.
But him doing the Hurricanrana, you would never have seen him doing the Hurricanrana.
No. Steen is just... Owens is... his entire career, he's just made people look good. You know what I mean? And you've got to say something about Cena for that they, you know, he's embraced it with these matches, and I hope it does go into SummerSlam. I know people are saying, that's sort of over now, but unless they're going to do something else with Steen, then I'd like to see the third match. 'Cause I want to see them go all out at SummerSlam for it, because I think it could turn actually into an incredible match.
This has got to end, surely, with him winning.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens winning.
Yeah, Kevin Owens has to take it. He lost his NXT title now, so... actually, before we move on to the main event, Sami Zayn coming back very soon, apparently. Like, by the end of the year, he's hoping to be back, which is cool. I really can't wait for that. I just want to see it, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens in a WWE ring. Like, rather than it being NXT.
Revenge.
That would be
Getting
sick.
some revenge.
Like, maybe WrestleMania?
That could be something at SummerSlam. No, I'm thinking that could be something at SummerSlam. Kevin Owens gets his final shot at Cena's title, and Sami
gets
Zayn
the
comes back
title.
and screws it up.
Oh no, that'd be brilliant if Sami Zayn fucked him up. Oh,
yeah.
But I still think Sami Zayn's too injured to do that right now.
So who are they going to bring up? They're going to bring someone up for Owens after it. So you get Hideo Itami, and who's Fergal Devitt, whatever he's called now. The Demon.
Prince.
Finn.
Yeah. I can't remember. Is it Finn Balor?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I think they're going to bring someone else up from NXT pretty soon, and it'll be, if they can't get Zion back before next year, before whatever, then I think they'll bring up one of the other two just to. The
thing is, like, if they bring Valor up, it's just gonna be like, Kevin Owens is just gonna have a rivalry with him again. Probably not, but like, who's Finn gonna have I don't know. Finn wouldn't work right now, I don't think, in the mainstay. But you
could bring him up and put him against Wyatt in a sort of psychological sort of demon warfare against Bray Wyatt.
Oh, and then maybe have Kane come back out with his mask on. I don't know. I still want to see
you can't use Kane for anything.
No, Kane needs to put his mask back on one more time.
Well, he does, but now every time he does, you just know he's that soft dude who in a suit.
Yeah, I know.
The Undertaker needs to take him away and sort him out.
Aye, take him off your screen for a year and then bring him back so people mark out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But speaking of the Undertaker, this final match, the main event that we're all willing to see. I think everyone going into this realised that Seth Rollins was going to get slaughtered by Brock Lesnar.
Welcome to Suplex City.
Fucking Seth was like, I'm going to go to Suplex City and burn it down. That didn't happen. Right from the off, Seth was just running like a coward. Like, the bit where he tried to run away with his title and then Lesnar just leaps over the barricade. He's like, nah, get back in there. Oh, that was so much fun.
Do you like Lesnar as a face?
Not as a face, but I enjoy him ripping the shit out of people. It's great.
It's not a face though. It's like how Punk was, wasn't he? He's
Tweener.
He's the anti-face.
Yeah, Tweener. Aye.
Definitely. So yeah, and then the real surprise happened when all the lights went out and Undertaker's theme came on, and then Undertaker's just in this ring. I don't know. I just freaked the fuck out when that happened. Did anyone else? Yep. You can't not. And then Undertaker proceeded to be back. So cool.
See, when I was watching it, my boy was playing with his wrestlers while we were watching it, and he was playing with his Undertaker, and I said, Ryan, Undertaker can't come back yet because he's
not WrestleMania.
He's done since WrestleMania, and then 20 minutes later, there he is, and I'm like, Ryan, you're some sort of genius. You should be a booker.
And then you just see the crowd's reaction though. Like, you heard it over all the audio levels. Like, they just freaked out. Like, that must have been something special to just see that happen there. And then I was marking the fuck out anyway. I was like, yes, he's back. So is this going to lead into a SummerSlam fight? We're going to see Undertaker at SummerSlam maybe? With Brock?
Be interested.
Sure.
I'd love it.
You've got to, aren't you?
You have to, right? Now you've set it up, because you can't hold it off till Mania.
So do you do SummerSlam and then Taker beats Lesnar and then you have the grudge match for the two of them at WrestleMania next year?
I think Mania has to be Sting versus Undertaker. But
Yeah.
that's if they use Sting for anything. I don't know. They really need to start using Sting. It's really disappointing.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Especially that, like, I mean, it was great to see him almost beat Triple H, but then politics got in the way.
It's like they brought him back just to sell the video game.
Pretty much, yeah.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them ones that they brought him in because they could. Now, you know that way. It's like, yeah, we can get Sting in here. You know what I mean? I don't
true.
know.
Very true.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Sting will come work. We'll give him a contract. We can get him doing appearances because he's a pure legend of the sport. But you know, I don't know how much they're going to utilise him now, to be honest with you. Because anyone that followed his TNA run towards the end or anything else knows he can't regular anywhere near he can't wrestle anything regular at all.
Oh no, I'm not saying I'm having back every week, but you know,
But now does Lesnar, does he?
Nah, Lesnar done. I think Lesnar's alright where with doing the whole beast thing and having him just cause shit every now and again. It's fun. Everyone likes seeing it. I don't know, like, I don't know where this leaves Seth Rollins, because he's still the champion, isn't he? Rollins is still champion.
Yeah, he's still a champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I still want this, like, my ideal WrestleMania 32, I think it is this year, this season, will be a triple threat between Rollins, Ambrose, and Reigns. I still want that to happen, the Shield triple threat.
That would be great.
And I still think I think it's where it's going. They might have bent themselves a little earlier in the year with the Ambrose thing, but I still think they could ride that back up. Like, Ambrose is just taking time, biding his time, and then, like, maybe once this year, like the beginning of next year, start building that triple threat up and, like, have it escalate at Rumble. Is it Rumble where the winner gets the match at Mania?
Yeah. It's Rumble.
The Royal Rumble, yeah.
So yeah, I think it was a lot better than Money in the Bank, put it this way, because Money in the Bank left me feeling like shit. I didn't enjoy Money in the Bank, put it that way. But this made up for
I
it.
preferred
really
Money in the Bank when it was just the one match at Mania.
Yeah,
I loved that first 2 years.
I don't know. I mean, I
agree.
don't mind it, but like the whole it was literally just a setup for Reigns to get this feud with Bray Wyatt, which was kind of disappointing. And then I still don't know what they're going to do with Sheamus or Orton right now. Actually, it seems they're in a weird place right now going into SummerSlam, but it'll be interesting to see what they do. Is Rusev back? Is Rusev feeling it? Because I know he fucked up Ziggler. That happened. But I don't know what's happening with Rusev.
I don't know. They've messed up that character enough anyway.
True.
He went to fight Cena, didn't he, last week, and then he lost to Kevin Owens. And that's it. It'll be done now for a while.
It's like, see these invincible characters, right? You know what, they come out and they go on winning streaks and everything else. Like, it happens to absolutely all of them. They just end up getting buried after so well because as soon as they're beat, they're weak.
Yeah, the mystique is gone.
Yeah, and you know, you need to take them off the TV for a while, maybe repackage them slightly or bring them back as something different. And I think they should get rid of all these unbeaten streak sort of things unless they're going to do it right. You know that way.
Definitely.
Unless they're going to do a Goldberg.
Oh, that was just ridiculous. On another note, go on YouTube and type in Gradoberg entrance right now. It's the most amazing thing you'll ever see.
And to finally wrap this wrestling segment up, apparently Stephen Amell, who plays Arrow on Arrow, and Casey Jones in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle 2, is apparently doing something with the WWE. And he's
he was in the
wrestling...
crowd the other week, wasn't he?
Yeah, apparently he's wrestling
off,
Stardust.
It's supposedly off. Supposedly, yeah. I don't think it's meant to be happening, but that might just be a mark as well. But from the news that I read today was it's not meant to be happening.
Well, what was meant to be happening was apparently he was meant to wrestle Stardust, was it?
Yeah.
Well, that was fuck you. That was going to be great, especially if he came out in his Arrow costume. I'd have loved that. That would have made me so happy.
That would have been fucking awesome.
Well. So there's a bit of a downer. Ross, why would you end that? We had a good 10-minute talk about wrestling. We should do this more often, actually. When's the next pay-per-view? It's SummerSlam, so there'll be definitely a lot to talk about. We'll probably talk about that too. But yeah,
and
so
we'll
that
keep it to the end so the non-wrestling fans can all have already switched off.
that wraps up our Out of Lives podcast for this week. Have you got anything to plug, Mickey?
No, nothing at all. I don't do anything exciting.
Well, I mean, you collect amoebas, so we're cool. I like you.
Yeah.
You collect amoebas.
By all means, if anyone wants to play a game of Tiger Woods golf, Rory McIlroy golf, I'm there.
Yeah, sorry, it's not Tiger Woods anymore.
No.
But yeah. You were Ross. Sorry, dying. Plug your shit, sir.
So we've got a FIFA tournament. It's ongoing in the group at the moment. So if you've not seen my post, get in there and get your games played before the weekend, so that we can find out who's the ultimate FIFA player. You never know; the winner might even get to play against someone quite special. There's something I'm not going to announce right now.
Oh.
I'll keep it for next week.
Oh, I know what it was.
There you
I thought, I was like, oh, really? What's the prize? And I realised I remember that conversation. It's a good prize. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's worth £1,000.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's worth about 25 quid. No, but yeah, there might be a special. You might be able to play someone quite special in the
Special is in the famous.
world.
Special is in the famous.
To represent the Duck Hunters against them, but all will be revealed as soon as they get their schedule, so I can find out when they're playing them. But other than that, I've not got anything else to plug in the group, really. There's nothing else to go on. So, Scott?
Yeah, so you can follow me on Scott Sedman 94 at Twitter. I am on YouTube as Scott Sedman, I believe, probably might be, unless I've changed it. Out of Lives Pod on Twitter. Like the Out of Lives Facebook page, because it's pretty cool and we post some neat stuff and it's probably better than the website. Shh, don't tell Ross. I'm kidding. The website's great, you should go and check it out. We have some amazing blogs on there.
Outoflives.net.
And we actually have some reviews on there as well now.
Yay!
I think. Did Luke do it? Luke,
yep, he's done some reviews.
Yeah.
Yep, he's on holiday at the moment, but he'll resume when he comes back.
That's great. Start a series, go on holiday, and it's like, oh, right. And have we got space now that Dave stopped doing his net links?
Yeah, if people want to get blogs, then you're probably better to, I can never say his name, Lee Chesanevich.
Lee the Lamenter, that we'll say that.
Lee the Lamenter, he is always looking for new bloggers. Send him a little message if you want to get it on there.
And have a sample ready.
People are reading them a lot. You know, the blogs are getting really quite good. So, yeah.
Ross,
also,
I want you to do an anime blog.
Have
Ross's
you
anime
ever seen my
adventures.
Ross's, that's not a bad idea. You know that? My
Day 9.
first try of anime. I also want to thank whoever listened to the podcast 2 weeks ago, all 5,000 of you, which was pretty damn impressive.
5,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a Save Shenmue, so thanks to all the Save Shenmue guys that tuned in for that episode, because that was an amazing amount of numbers for us to do.
Yes, and we've just hit over 2,000 likes on Facebook. So, you know, celebrating all a massive circle jet going on here. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll speak to you next week. We're out.
Bye.
Drop the mic.